Hi guys, new setup here, new look, and this is a follow-up to the video on me buying a car. It's been months, bro. It's been months since that event happened, and I've been beating around the bush whenever I talk about the purchase in my videos. I'd be saying, "Oh, I made some major purchase. I disrupted life, and I made a major purchase." And this major purchase was buying a car, as you saw in the previous video. Of course, this is like a follow up to the previous video, but because that video I recorded it like months ago, so this one here is supposed to be like a follow up. I'm supposed to follow up to the story, which was me now getting the car, me being able to complete the payment of 4.5 million and driving the car off the lot. And bro, after I put the 3.5 million, I read the document. The document said you can't get this money after you've paid. After you've paid it, you can't get the money back. You have to say this through. And it was also saying that if you don't make the 3.5 million, the 4.5 million by second of, I think it was second of August. I don't remember what month it was. I think it was like 2 months ago. Let me check my calendar here. Yeah. So I think getting the car was, I think, in June. June, yeah. It must have been in June. Or if not June, maybe May. Damn. Maybe May, and the reason I say May, okay, it must have been June. Because June, I was told to get the remaining balance on 2nd, which was, I think, 2nd July. The remaining balance of 4 the remaining balance of 1 million to make, because I had put a down deposit of 3.5 million. Bro, I'm so unstable right now. I don't even know why. Maybe because of the setup. I'm in a dark scene. I'm trying to adjust to the setup, but I wanted to make this a bit cinematic, so my thoughts are a bit rumble there, here and there. But down payment of 3.5, I need to get it to 4.5 to get the car off the lot, right? So the lady wrote on the document, like I said, I think she made a mistake or something. Well, I don't think it was a mistake, but I think maybe it was like a setup. Why would you give me only, like, I think it was like 5 days she had given me, only like 5 days. So I went back, made a complaint about it. Then they changed it, but I only changed it on my document. So she had only changed it on my document, and me, these are people I don't know. So I'm like, damn, she has only changed it on my document. In the books, it's not changed. So maybe they can use this to set me up. You know what? Let me try and get this money before 2nd of July, or I just get it on 2nd July. So I didn't have enough money on me to make that. So I talked to my brother. He helped me out. So I had 500,000, and he helped me out with the other 500,000. So that was one name. So I'm going right now to complete the 1 million, to pay the 1 million to make 4.5 million. Preparing myself right now. I go there, pay up, and I get the car. It's very, very important that I get the car. It's been in my head, finally my brothers sent me the money. So I'm just going to make the payment and I get the car. Yeah, after getting the car, then I can first relax a bit. Okay, not really relax, but of course it's until I finish paying the entire thing that I'll relax. But at least if I have the car in my possession, I can calm down a bit. Alright, so let me be on my way. Went there on 2nd, made the payment, and I got the car. I finally got the car. I might have just inherited a problem here. This thing's releasing more smoke. I'm so worried, bro. So worried, but I have to take it, bro. I have to take it. It has to happen so that I feel comfortable. I might have to take it to the mechanic. This is going to cost me more money right now. Fuck. Shit. I couldn't even believe it when I saw them actually driving the car off the lot, driving it for me so that I can take it wherever I'm going to take it. I couldn't even believe it. I thought maybe I felt like I wasn't really going to get the car. I felt like things were good. I was just going to make my payment, people disappear and I lose money. That was like the feeling I was not believing it. So when they were driving the car off the lot, the RAV4, I was just there looking and I was like, damn. I was surprised, man. And the car drove it up to there's a petrol station that's just across the road from their dealership. The guy drove it parked it for me there, and I had to just go and I pick it from there and I drive it wherever I was driving it to. Bros just parked it here and told me, man, your car is there, take it home, man. Here it is. So I'm going to drive this guy home. But the smoke, man, the smoke is crazy. He's telling me the smoke will stop. I hope it does. And now I have to drive it up to my brother's apartment, which is something else. So let me get myself ready and I drive. Yeah, this thing has many issues that I'll have to work on, but anyway, I have the car here. It's releasing smoke. I hope I can drive with the fuel that's in up to my brother's place. So let me get myself driving, and yeah, I couldn't believe it. I remember I entered the car. I was like, damn, man, this is another chance for me to drive. Well, like I said in the previous video, I haven't been like to driving school or anything. I haven't even been driving like crazy. All I just know is just visual knowledge. So I'm seeing the car is here. They've driven it for me. It's on the side. In my head, of course, it's roaming through my mind that, man, I hope I don't fuck this up. I need to get this car till my brother's apartment, because my apartment here, I don't have enough. There isn't enough parking space, and also the distance from Makinde to Ntinda was going to be crazy. So I was not trying to risk driving that distance, knowing very well I don't have any documents. I don't have a logbook. I don't have a driving permit. Nothing. Maybe I could have driven it and I made it through, but you know, like the story has some caveat to it, and I did mess up. And at first Google Maps was like playing with me. It first took me, I remember I first drove down, I was driving to a different place, and then I checked the map again. You know, it said, no, you're going the wrong way. Like, it was messing me up. You know, I'm driving, I'm looking at the phone. Just no, I don't know. I kind of made it through that area, and I started driving, going to my brother's place. Now I was there busy driving. As you can see, I'm vlogging while I'm driving. I'm living the life. I'm trying to vlog at the same time, record the video. Actually, I'm driving home. I made a very good distance driving the car and nothing going wrong, but the entire time I was trying to follow the map, and the map was a bit disturbing. Like, sometimes it would show me like, maybe you need to turn here, but I mean that distance was like a long distance. It was just a straight distance that I was supposed to drive on before I can make a turn. So I'm driving, and in front of me there's I think it's a Remion. I think it's a Remion, the car. A white Remion. So it's in front of me. These guys are driving it. They're taking their time. And me, I'm also just, following them at their pace. I'm also going easy. And, at a point, I'm there. My Google Maps, I don't know, my phone turns off or something. If I remember very well, my phone turns off. And then I get my phone, trying to unlock it and, continue to see if I'm still on the right path. And, bro, remember, these guys were driving a bit slowly, and I didn't take notice that we were reaching our construction close. Like, they're constructing a road in front. I didn't notice. So me, I'm just there. I'm still on their pace, but because they come to a stop, and me, I don't take notice that they come to a stop. But I'm not overspeeding or anything. I'm just driving slowly. But I don't notice that they come to a stop because I'm unlocking my phone. I'm trying to follow up with Google Maps. Boom, I knock the Remion. Bro, I knock the Remion. I remember how I talked about my first time driving. I didn't make any mistake. My second time driving, I didn't make a mistake. Like, all of this is visual knowledge. I've just been watching people driving, and I'm excited. Like, every time I drive, it's like you kind of have this beginner's luck, and it progresses. It gives you more confidence. If you drive one time, you don't make a mistake, you're confident to drive again. You're confident to drive even again and again and again. So that was me. Here I am driving to my brother's place. It's quite a distance, but I've driven 2 times. I haven't made any mistake. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm confident. So, boom, I knock the Remion. What can I say about it? And it took me a while to like notice that I had knocked the Romeo. Like I just said boom, and then I first put my phone down to see what has happened. Then I see it's me who has knocked, and then I step on the brakes, but by then I've already made contact with the Romeo. There were two guys in the car. One guy gets out, enters my car, and is like, reverse. We go to the garage. I'm telling the guy, man, I was in the car. I'm like, man, sorry, man, I'm sorry. Like, I messed up here. I was handling my Google Maps and, this and that. Like, I'm telling a story as if it's going to do anything. He didn't really want to know. He was just like, man, reverse the car. Let's go to the garage. They'll tell us the price, because I was asking like how much is it going to be. What? He's like, let's go to the garage, they'll tell us how much it is. And the guy wasn't even like making noise or anything. He was mob calm, it was easy. And this is the thing about these guys. They were transporting the car to the owner. Like someone had bought the car, and now these guys were taking the car to the person who had bought the car. So imagine you're there, you're the owner, and you made your purchase, you're fully paid for your car, and now these guys have to transport the car to your home, to wherever you are. You're excited, my car is coming. And then Chris, I just come and I knock your car. We're all excited, we're expecting our cars. I mean, he was happy. The owner is probably happy to expect his room, and me, I'm happy that I've driven my car off the lot, but then I cause damage to this guy's room. So this guy gets out, enters my car, we reverse, then we just like, the good thing, the mechanic that these guys were talking about were just very close. Like they were close, so I reversed, then we decided to go up the hill. Now we're driving up the hill. Me, I'm driving up the hill. I'm driving together with this guy in the car. Like this guy was me, and he's just like, follow the white car, follow the Romeo. So I follow the Romeo. I'm driving, and I start to notice that my car doesn't have enough strength to like go up the hill. Like I'm driving, and there's a point where I'm like squeezing on the gas, squeezing it, like really pressing it, because it was driving slowly. It turns out it didn't have enough oil in it, didn't have enough energy, as you're going to see as we progress in the story, because we're at a point in the story. Why am I skipping the story? Let's just keep on going. So I drive, we reach the mechanic. This was supposed to happen. I hit the car's bumper. Now here we are at a garage to pay up. So I have to go out, going to talk to the mechanic, and I pay up. It's crazy. These guys, I get out, the mechanic comes, they bring some mechanic guy, and he comes, and he tells me it's going to be 150 to fix it. Damn. I'm there, I've just got the car off the lot. I don't really have much on me, so I'm just like calculating in my head like how much money I have. Good thing I had some money with me, bro. If I didn't have money, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. Me, honestly, as we were driving, because I don't know much about cars, I was just like, man, if it's more than 300 grand, because I had only 300 grand in my account, and I was like, maybe I'm just going to use all this 300 grand and we just end the thing. Then I thought maybe we were going to reach the garage, and the guy was going to save to buy the entire back thing, to buy the entire, what's it called, like the back thing, the back door, whatever, to buy that entire thing is going to cost like 350,000. I thought we were just going to buy like a new one. Yet, I reached there and the guy says 150, meaning he was going to hit it back in place, because it wasn't like a serious heavy damage, but it was just like I was not overspeeding, so I just knocked it a bit up, so it got a dent which needed to be just hit back into position, and maybe just like a little bit of paint. But honestly, I think even if they were not painting it, like it was just a small dent. So we reached there, the guy says 150. Instead of me just accepting the 150, I'm like, usually when people give you a price, they don't give you the exact price. They give you something higher, and then that's where you start to bargain from. So I started bargaining, man. I'm like, man, let's do 100, let's do 100,000. I don't have much on me. I didn't expect this to happen, and I don't have I don't have much, I don't have much on me, so let's do 100. The mechanic was being hard, what, and yet he's just going to hit it back in place, and he eats 100 grand. He eats 150 grand. So I'm telling him, man, let's just do 100 grand. And those guys were not even like asking me for money. Well, there was only one. The one of the guys, the driver, actually, the driver was the one who was like looking at this as an opportunity to get some money from me. But no one was shouting, no one was making noise, no one was making a fuss. I think because these guys are just delivering the car, so like instead of if I had knocked like someone's car, like, this is my car, this is my everyday drive, this is my beautiful car, I bought it like 2 months ago and I love it, and that person was probably going to make a whole scene about it, and I don't even know how much they were going to ask from me, but someone would want me to compensate them, on top of that fix the back of the car, like, and they would cause a scene, shout, bro. When it's your own car, you can cause a whole scene. What? These guys were so easy. They were so easy. In fact, because I didn't have the money on me, I needed to transfer it from the bank and all. But I go to mobile money, try to make a transfer to my mobile money. I have a limit. The bank is refusing me to do that, so I had to look for the bank. So as I'm going with this guy starts telling me like, man, you're going to give me like a 50k there, and then we end this whole issue. What? You just give me like a 50k there, I started telling the guy, man, I'm dead broke, man. You can see I'm already paying money here, I'm already paying money there, and he was just trying to look for a way to make some money from me. So I told him, man, I'm going to give you, if I'm giving you anything, I'll give you like 30 grand. He kept on bargaining on that, but then because I failed to get an ATM for my bank, we had to use a petrol station. And so if maybe this is where I can just tell you, like, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you need money ASAP and you can't exactly get the money from an ATM, maybe money has run out at the ATM, you can talk to the guys at a fuel station, because we had reached the fuel station. I thought there was an ATM for my bank, and that fuel station there was nothing. So I had to talk to one of the guys at the fuel station, and the guy was like, you want money? Bring your card. I can get you money here ASAP, but I'm going to charge you 10,000. Like, what the hell? The guy is going to make money out of like my scenario, like, since I'm unable to get an ATM for my bank, he's going to make money by inserting my card. Why am I stammering like crazy? It's killing me. Inserting my card into his thing, since people can pay for fuel using the ATM, their credit cards, their cards, right? So he's like, I'm going to charge you 10,000. I'm like, 10,000 just to remove out some money, just remove out 150,000. Just you want to charge me 10,000, man? Come on. It's like, yeah, they're going to ask me where did this money go. What I have to at least have a story, like, he's just me all this stuff. I'm like, nah, man, 10,000 is mob shit, man. So the guy decides to remove from me just like a 2k. Honestly, it didn't really make much of a difference, but I accepted it anyway. So I'm going back. This guy is continuing to disturb me. He's like, man, you give me the money from here before my partner sees, because there were two guys who are delivering the car. So he's like, man, you give me the money from here before my partner sees. And the guy is insisting, man. 50k. Man, me, I didn't want mob headache. I just gave the guy 10k. So, I give the guy 40k, 40,000. So out of the 150 that I removed from the ATM, there is 40k going to him, 100,000 is going to the mechanic, 10,000, okay, 8,000 has gone to the guy at the petrol station. Here I am, I'm dead broke. So I come back, pay the mechanic, and then the guys just let me go. Like, they didn't even bother him. You first wait, let them first fix it, and then we see if it doesn't come out well, or maybe we have to replace it. No, the guys, man, those guys are more chill. First of all, it's not their car, like I said. But for some reason, this incident was like a blessing in disguise. For it to happen like that, it was like a blessing in disguise, because my car, first of all, it has so many mechanical issues. buying a used car from a dealership. These guys have cars that have, I don't know, beat up cars. Like someone maybe kept the car in the garage, or maybe someone overdrove it and like just came and sold it to them and wanted quick money. I don't know. Whatever the issue, the car has had so many problems, or it has so many problems. And these guys are checking the car and they're seeing, the car has no oil. It's dry, like it's literally dry. The mechanic was complaining. The guy who asked me for 40K, I told him to help me drive it out of the parking, because man, it was in a deep hill. And I was like, I don't want to mess up from here, so maybe he can help me drive it out. So, he reverses and he's now trying to bring it out. And the car it's failing to climb up, like the energy is not there. He's literally stepping on the brake, on the gas, and it's not going up.
Well, I'm in more mess. This car needs hella service. Doesn't have oil. It can't drive on a hill.
They're trying, like this guy first tries to take it out, nothing. Another guy decides to come and try to take it out, nothing. These guys now open the hood and they start seeing so many problems. What? Bro, they're just me, man. You come and you don't take care of this car. What? Yet I've just bought it from the dealership. So, to get it out there, like, man, you need some oil here, or else this guy is not going to be able to get up. I checked my pockets. I have like a 20K. Good thing to get the oil was like 20K. Though I needed multiple oils, like I needed oil for this, but they're like, okay, maybe we can just get oil for this since you only have 20K. Boom, I get the oil. You get the oil, you put in oil. Like still they try to drive it out. It's still refusing. Damn. So one of the mechanics there decides to come in with his whatever's tools and just tightens up something in the engine, and then he manages to drive it out. So he drives it out, and I'm like, thank God. Me in my head, I'm like, I need to get out of this place as soon as possible. Like, in case that fails, these guys haven't asked for my number or anything. I can just disappear. And no one starts telling me, oh, we failed to bang it back into place, so we need to buy a new one, and we need this amount of money. Like, the scenarios are playing out in my head as I'm driving, going. The car just shuts down, like it literally goes off. I'm driving, I'm going down, it goes off, and I'm on the road. So because there wasn't that much traffic, I just like drive it to the side and I park it. I had finally finished settling the issue of me knocking someone's car, and then I'm driving back and the car just dies, like the battery dies. Bro, I have so many car issues here, but I'm just laughing, man. I'm not even like annoyed or in any pressure. It's just more like, damn, man. This is the experience, man. That's what I'm going through. I'm waiting for the mechanic to come. We jump start the car, then I find a way to keep it on until when I reach my brother's apartment, which is also another thing. I think I'll drive with the mechanic up to there. That's what I'm going to do. Then I can pay him some money, but bro, money has just gone in just transporting this car. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But this is the experience. Those guys check the car and they're like, bro, this thing needs a lot of mechanical, like working on. It needs to be worked on mechanically. I don't even know if that's a word, but yeah. I've parked on the side of the road here. I'm just hoping that this guy comes through very quick. We jump start the car. And then I take it home. The contact of the mechanic I got he's a good guy. He's a young guy, he's a good guy, and he's very humble. So I call him. I'm like, man, I'm stuck here. I need you to come and help me jump start the battery. Because, man, these guys at the dealership gave me a car with a battery that just needs to be jump started. Like, the battery is so dead. And they were telling me, oh, the car is okay. Like, all you just need to do is take it for servicing. It's only going to be 150. The car has so many issues, bro. So many issues. Like I'm going to explain. So this guy comes with a battery, he tries to jump start, the thing is failing, and he's like, man, is there enough fuel? Me, I'm seeing on the gauge, I don't know, the meter in front, it's showing me fuel is full. Yet that thing is dead. It's not even working. But me, I thought maybe fuel is there. But to be honest, at a dealership, do you think they're going to have full fuel in a car? No, they are not. They expect you, like, you get the car. Maybe of course there was some fuel. They expect you maybe to go and refill it. But me, I didn't know. Me, I thought that thing was full because it was reading there full. So the guy is like, "Is there fuel?" I try again. He's like, he comes and he also tries and he's like, "There's no fuel." So there I am, dead broke, nothing. Now at this point, I literally didn't have any money on me. Like was down. I think I was down by 70,000. I think. Yeah, I was down by 70,000, 170,000. And this guy is like, "We need fuel for like 20K." Call my brother real quick. I'm like, "Bro, first help me out here, man. I'm dead broke here, but I'm going to get you your money," because I was expecting money like in a few days time. I was expecting some money. So I'm like, "Man, first help me out 50K, man. I'm in a real issue here. I'm stuck here. The car is shut down. I need to get fuel, and I'm out of money. I even got into a small accident. I'll just the story." He's like, "Oh," he sends me the money, get it out. This guy comes, we put fuel, we start driving. At this point, even I don't even want to drive the car. I don't want, because even another, like in my head, I'm telling myself, maybe it's the reason it shut down is because the battery keeps on shutting down. But this guy came with another battery to jumpstart the car, and instead he puts in his battery. And then I tell him, "Man, you know what? You're just going to drive the car from here on." He's like, "Okay, cool." So he starts, he's driving the car, and
I can make it new.
that is what I want. That is what I want.
But it depends on your money.
We managed to get it to my brother's place. To be honest, after they added the oil, after they added the fuel, and I think maybe also another reason why it was failing to drive up was because fuel was done, and I didn't know. No one knew. I didn't know that the fuel was done. I thought fuel was there. So after he puts fuel for 20 grand, the car manages to drive. Even like, I'm going to my brother's place and there's like this very steep hill. It manages to drive up the hill. Boom, reach my brother's place, park the car. I compensate the mechanic, give him some money. Honestly, that whole 50K that I got from my brother disappeared. We have finally reached, man. We have reached. The car is here. It's at my brother's apartment right here. I've just been having a conversation with a mechanic, man, and he tells me, man, a lot of things need to be done, and he can definitely get me the work done. So I have his number. He's a good guy, kind guy. He helped me out throughout this journey, and he didn't even charge me a lot for bringing the car to this place, because I could have driven it up to here, but it needed to be balanced, or else like you need to balance the thing so that it doesn't turn off. And yeah, we reached here. So much stuff needs to be worked on, but yeah, he says I have a good car on me, so I took that into consideration. I'm just going to wait for my brother here. When he comes, we settle in, and then I find a way. I meet up with my brother, just in the story. Yeah, I'm here with my brother. That was pretty much the day of getting the car. I'm home now. It's been a crazy day, but I've come back home. I haven't been arrested. My car hasn't been caught up. I was planning to stay at my brother's place, but bro, have more things to get done. Also tomorrow I have a gig, so we got to make the money, bro. We have to make the money, and prepare to start enjoying to drive, which is something I'm looking forward to like crazy, bro, like crazy. Anyway, let me get to cooking, eat something, get to work, make the monies, and yeah.